What up? What up? Can't believe the girls club packs. Like, no, I'm playing. What up, you guys? It is your girl, Bianca B. Givner, your host, here to do the most, aka the Nostalgia Queen, aka Snow Black, with 2 C's because I'm cute, but I will cut you. AKA Stephen Bay Smith, here to debate all the hot topics, all things throwback, all things Nickelodeon, Disney, Cartoon Network, 90s, etc. You name it, we're going to get into it. Thank you guys for tuning into yet another episode of the Pretty Nerd Time Machine. I'm so glad those of you who were able to see the very first episode, you got all the cute, me and my mom, because now we're going to get into the real shit. All right, now we're going to start getting into it. Yeah. All right, we're going to get into it. All right. This episode is going to be brought to you by a very embarrassing status. That's right, you guys. I'm going to be reading to you at the beginning of every episode live. I'm going to be reading to you a Facebook status. What the hell is a status? I need a nap. A Facebook status that I wrote over like 10 years ago, because that is very cringe. And there's nothing better than being able to cringe at someone else's cringe. Let me see what I can find on here, because I have such good material. If you knew me or know me on Facebook and just happen to have the pleasure of being friends with me, my condolences, okay? Because I used to just say the dumbest stuff. Let me see here. No, that's actually a cute status. Oh, here's one. It says, this is June 26th, 2012. I wrote this one, okay? It says, y'all out here trying to find boyfriends and girlfriends. Y'all need to be trying to find somebody who beat all the Resident Evils and can survive this zombie apocalypse. I don't know what I was talking about. I don't know. I actually, you know what? I think that was like a thing at the time. Like, we really thought zombies was going to happen. What's even crazier is I think there's like a thing on the CDC website that legit talks about how to survive a zombie apocalypse. Why they would put it on there, who knows? I think they know more than we do, but that's just whatever. Anyway, moving right along. Thanks again for tuning in, you guys. We're going to hop right into it because my shows ain't long. I ain't got all day. I want to get into this, y'all. So this is considered a throwback because we're talking old school movies versus the live action movies. The original Little Mermaid. Oh, we're going there. We're going under the sea.
Under the sea. Under the sea.
Because I've been wanting to talk about this baby. Okay? Let me tell you something. So the original Little Mermaid came out in 1989, all right? And it was all fun, all splashes, all laughs, all that good stuff. And that was all we had to go on. But then in 2023, we got the opportunity to see Halle Bailey play the part of Ariel and be the main character. But, and this is what I want to talk about, how hard of a time she had. Let me tell y'all something. Listen, I've spent the last 2 months tearing people to up on Facebook statuses who are just laughing at her, purposely photoshopping her pictures to make her eyes much more farther apart than they really are. People who are laughing at all of her interviews. People who are putting watermelons. Just racist, just disgusting things.
Let me hear you say, that ain't right. That ain't right. It ain't right.
And so now that I have the opportunity to talk about it, we're going to go there because I have so much to say about it in so little time. So let's get into it. First of all, if you have not gone to see The Little Mermaid, y'all, please, the Nostalgia Queen, I went opening weekend because I got to support my girl. And I just really wanted to see it, to be honest. Even if it wasn't her, I was going to go see it regardless. As someone who is a big fan of the movie, this is going to be spoiler free. Okay, this is spoiler free. If you haven't seen it yet, I'm not, because that's one thing about me. I hate, and when I say hate, I hate spoilers. There are people that I haven't talked to in 10 years because they spoiled something for me on purpose, thinking it was funny. And keep that same energy now that you're blocked. Okay, so this is spoiler free. I'm gonna talk about as much as I can without giving away stuff. So the movie, to me, chef's kiss. It was dynamite. It was so good. There were a lot of people who were like, oh my God, it's nothing like the original. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my goodness, they ruined it. And I'm like, let me be honest, you guys, it is so close to the original. while also being its very own film. It was so close. In fact, I was literally quoting the words from the original movie during this movie, like quoting word for word parts of the movie that was always in the first movie. So you can hang that argument up, okay? There are people, I'm talking grown-ups, okay? Grown-ups who are, oh my God, you're ruining my childhood, but this is not my Ariel. Like, your childhood isn't ruined, Susan, because your quote unquote Ariel is still on Disney Plus for you to watch for the free at the crib. $9.99 a month plus a little tax. God bless America. So you can still watch the original one as many times as you want. It's not that serious. My thing is, people were purposely rating this movie bad because they were so infuriated that Halle was Ariel. Let me tell you something about her whole thing. The producers, the directors, you guys, they were putting this film together, and the director said, there is a girl who I heard sing 3.5, 4 years ago, and when I heard her voice, I knew immediately, I would love for her to play Ariel in the movie that we're going to end up directing in a couple years. So Halle was actually the very first audition. So everybody can stop with this. Why did I'm gonna hang it up. All right. Halle was the very first audition. Halle gets a call to come sing Part of Your World, and she's just like, what, for the Ariel? And she says, well, how I'm gonna play Ariel, and I'm a black girl. You know what I'm saying? She already knew the way the world was finna act. You know what I'm saying? They was finna act bad. They was finna be real stupid about it, right? And so she, I lost my train of thought. So she goes to do this audition, you guys. And the director said she got up there and she sang Part of Your World. The director said people were crying. People were he said you could hear a pin drop. Everybody was just jaw on the floor. And she went on about her business. He said he auditioned hundreds. He auditioned thousands after her. But the bar had already been set, bitch, because she did so phenomenal. Nobody could touch her. All this, why didn't you cast someone else who look, it doesn't matter. Because that girl embodied that song. And they had her do other little parts. They said nobody embodied Ariel the way that she did. In this movie, you guys, this girl played Ariel so well. I didn't care what color she was. You can't even see that while she's playing it, because that girl was Ariel. Oh my goodness, just curious and adventurous. And, also in the movie, it is much more than her just being so obsessed with this boy that she's just willing to do whatever to be with him. It is way beyond that. And when you watch the movie yourself, you're going to find that out. All right. So it is much more than that. That is why Halle got the part. People were in the comments. And you know what kind of people I'm talking about. We're in the comments. Why wouldn't they cast somebody else? I don't understand. You're taking everything from my childhood. Because guess what? It ain't about your childhood anymore, sissy poo. You're not even a target audience. Feel me? It's a whole new generation of kids. It's a whole new ball game. It's a whole new set of children that they're doing this for. Because guess what? It's not about you. You're not who they're trying to impress anymore. And again, you can still watch your original Little Mermaid on Disney Plus as much as you want. Enjoy. So I don't get that. Then people were going as far as saying, well, if they cast a white Princess Tiana, you all, meaning, you all would be flipping tables and upset. Well, here's why they could never cast a very, very, very light-skinned, a white tea Princess Tiana, because bring it in. It'd be historically incorrect. What? Yeah. In what America do you know that in New Orleans in 1927, in the United States of America, would a very poor white girl be traveling 2 trolleys and a bus into the rich part of town to be making dresses with her mother, who is making these for the rich mayor, who is a black man and has a black daughter who is beautiful, and it don't make no sense. It don't make sense. That would never happen, because guess what? Princess Tiana could have really existed, and they made it in the time frame, and the setting of the story is New Orleans, United States of America, 1926, 27, 28, somewhere around there. And if you Google New Orleans in America in 1926, 27, 28, guess what? We still couldn't even drink out the same water fountain as white people. I'm going there.
Talk about it, bitch.
So not only would it be politically and historically incorrect, okay, why would you want your, you know what I'm saying, you're the hero of your movie to be down bad like that? And let's get into it. Why won't you make your own black princess? Why wouldn't you just make another black princess? We did. We got Princess Tiana. You know what they did? They made her frog the whole movie. Can we be for real? Like, excuse my French, but it gotta be said. They made Tiana a frog 87% of the movie. We didn't even get to see her in all her glory. When we did see her, she had on rags. She was dog tired from working 2-3 jobs, not getting no sleep, saving up pennies so maybe she could one day buy this place that they end up giving to somebody else throwing there anyway, because they were paying more for it. And they were like, we know. I almost gave her place away. And then not only did they do that to Tiana, bring it in, they did it to Naveen too. Did y'all peep that? The only black prince that we have, they made him a frog 85% of the movie. Name another Disney prince they did that to. Don't worry, I'll wait. Because they don't see us as royalty. They don't see us as heroes. Not at Disney, not at Marvel. We just got Miles Morales a few years ago. Before then, I had never even heard of the boy. You know, because I stopped reading comic books, obviously, because I was older. But I'm just saying, like, okay? And that's what I want to talk about. I want to get into that. Like, get your own movie, but you made sure that we're animals the whole movie, because that's how y'all see us. You made sure Tiana was a frog crawling around in the swamp being chased by white people the entirety of the film. And bring it in. Not only did they do that, they made the villain, the other guy who was Prince Naveen's little butler or whomever, they made him handsome Prince Naveen the whole movie. He got to look good the whole movie. We had to be frogs crawling around in mud the whole movie. Like, let's be for real. And so I don't understand why everybody's so outraged that Halle got this part. How did she get the part? Because she deserved it. Are you out of your minds? She got it because she deserved it, because that's what happens when you audition for a part. You out audition everybody else and you get the part, nigga. What do you mean? And I'm saying it that way because it's so important to me. Okay? People have gone as far as to even take the young lady who played Vanessa, who did a dynamite job, by the way. I got to be for real. She played Vanessa, okay? And they are taking her and they're making sure they uplift her. They're making sure they give her praise. They're making sure, hey, this is who should have played Ariel. They were taking other girls. Oh, this is who should have played Ariel. She looks more like her. But guess what? They didn't get the part because they can't sing like Halle Bailey can. They aren't doing the part like Halle Bailey is. Did you all notice this? See, the guy who plays Triton, I think his name is Javier, something with a B. I can't think right now. But he's Hispanic. Nobody cared. He can be Hispanic. Triton in the first movie, he's not Hispanic, but nobody cared. Her sisters are all different shades, shapes, colors, sizes, you name it. There are African American girls, Korean girls, whatever. So many, from all over parts of the world, okay? Her sisters. Nobody said anything. Nobody cared about that. Nobody cared. It's only because the lead part went to a black girl that it caused so much outrage. And guess what I'd like to say about that?
That's too damn bad!
that's too damn bad. Y'all gonna have to deal with it, because baby, that girl opened up her mouth, and I cried some thug tears in the theater. I sniffled for real. I was just like, oh, that girl sang that part and it hit you in your chest for real. The music was dynamite. The storyline being different and fixing all the plot holes that might have been in the first one. Oh, they tied all that up. Oh, it was good. Melissa McCarthy, she did a fantastic job as Ursula. I also didn't understand why people were saying Aquafina, she shouldn't have played that part. Are you kidding me? Listen, Scuttle is annoying in the first one. Scuttle's annoying. So what better person to play somebody annoying than somebody annoying? Okay, I don't think Aquafina is annoying. Let me be clear about that. I think she is, you know what I'm saying? She is who she is, and she fit that part. She played Scuttle perfectly. I love how everything looked, everything sounded. How they were able to bring that to life was just incredible. Oh my goodness, that boy who played Prince Eric tore it up. Again, the story is much more than a girl pining after some boy that her dad forbids her to be with.
Daddy, I love him!
And if you go see the movie, you better go see it. You gotta go see it. And just see what I'm talking about. Because y'all, the movie is good. Do not listen to whatever. And I'm not just saying that just because I'm upset about all these other things or I'm pointing these other things out. I'm saying it because the movie was really, really good. Especially if you've seen the first one a million times like I had. You know, all little girls. We did. You know, we saw that. Because that's the thing. You got to think about that. I was born in 1990, okay? The entire 90s, there was never a princess that looked like me. We all just wanted to be what we saw on the TV. We all wanted to be Ariel. But there was never an Ariel that looked like me. We all wanted to be Magic. We all wanted to be. That's why it was so important when Brandy played Cinderella and my jaw hit the floor. I can quote that movie word for word because I watched it so much, because I was like, wait, Cinderella's allowed to be black? Like, for real. Cinderella can look like me. She can be with a guy that looks like this, and his parents can look like this, and it don't matter. When that Brandy Cinderella Barbie doll hit the streets, I'll never forget it. And that Cinderella, the Brandy Cinderella, which is Rodgers and Hammerstein's, that's the correct terminology for it. That is like, it's top tier. That's the best one. It's the best one because it goes beyond skin. It goes beyond that. And it goes to show that it's not about that. It's about who can bring the part to life. And I remember seeing for the first time in my life, I had to be, when did that come out? It was 1997. I was 7 years old. And I just remember looking on ABC with my jaw on the floor. I laughed, I cried. Because I had never seen a black girl be able to do that. And I'm going to close all this out with just one more thing. There was a book. I can't remember what the name of this book was. And my mom, she bought it for me years ago. I was a little girl. I loved to read. And this book was about this black girl in class. And her class was doing the play Peter Pan. So the teacher was like, all right, who wants to audition for this part? Who wants to audition for this part? People were picking this and that and third. She said, who wants to audition for Peter Pan? That little black girl stuck her hand up. And everybody was like, what? And the teacher was like, okay, she put her name down. Anybody else? Da-da-da. And the kids was like, you can't play Peter Pan. Peter Pan's not black. You can't play Peter Pan. Peter Pan's not a girl. But she stuck her hand up and kept it there. And not only did she slay the audition, she got the part and tore it up and tore it down in a way that was so good. Everybody around her had no choice but to be like, baby, you did an incredible job. And I think about that book and I think about this whole Ariel thing. Y'all not gonna sit up here and downplay my girl Hallie, who did a dynamite job, period. Because what do you mean? Like, oh, you know, she just got the part because they couldn't find anybody else. What do you mean by that? They picked her on purpose because she's black. No, they picked her because she got the part. They picked her because she was better than everybody else, which is what happens usually when you audition for a part. What you mean? And it's just like, I don't care how mad y'all are. I don't care. Listen, be mad. The only thing that saddens me about all of this is the fact that I know when it comes down to Oscars and all this type of stuff, it's going to be nominated. She's going to be nominated. And either way, like my president Rihanna said, people going to talk whether you're doing bad or good. Hate to see it. because if this girl wins Oscars, they're going to be like, she only won it because she was black, because they felt sorry for her black ass. Y'all know I ain't lying. If she loses, it's going to be like, good, she lost. It was a terrible movie. They're going to laugh either way. But I said all that to say, I don't like all that. But I will always support. I will always uplift. I will always love everything that Halle Bailey touched is gold, period. And I wanted to point that out and for people to recognize that, like, this is just daily struggles of just trying to be good at whatever you're good at. She said she cried, you guys, bawled her eyes out sometimes while she was in the middle of filming, like, I can't do this because they're going to talk about me, they're going to laugh at me, they're going to call me names, they're going to this, that, and the third, because I don't look like the original Ariel. They're going to be upset, but she did it anyway, and I'm so glad she did, because she tore that sucker down. And I'm proud of her, and I hope you guys make sure that you go out, check out that movie, go to the theaters, take your kids, go see The Little Mermaid. What do you think? What do you think about live action versus the old school movies? Do you think that they're better? Do you think that they need to quit making them? Do you think they need to be more original? Let me know. I'm gonna leave a Q&A if you are on Spotify, so you can check it out there. If not, check the link down below and check on my YouTube. You guys can answer the Q&A and we will figure it out from there. But that is all I got for y'all today. Thank you so much for hopping in the Pretty Nerd Time Machine with me. If you ever want to come on here and debate the queen on whatever subject that you'd like to debate, anything throwback, Nickelodeon, Disney, 90s, whatever, clothes, fashion, anything that's from our childhood that you think you want to discuss. Oh, and anime, if you want to go there, because baby, that Demon Slayer just ended and I'm ready to talk about it, bitch. I'm ready to talk about it. I'm ready to talk about Tanjiro. I'm ready to talk about it. We don't talk about Tanjiro. I'm gonna grow up one day, but not today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of the Pretty Nerd Time Machine. I'm your host that does the most, the Nostalgic Queen. Don't forget to stay lit, stay cool, and stay nostalgic, you squares. Check you later.